you know, has
That's
those for
very
style.
popular now. I remember the first time I saw somebody with just the frames and plastic lenses, and they were
Kat
like,
was doing that for a while.
There
Kat
could be
Timpf was
nothing
doing
Kat
that.
Timpf still does it.
She still does it?
Kat Timpf still wears fake glasses onto Fox News. So if you ever see Kat on Fox News, she's wearing fake glasses.
But why?
It's a style thing.
To look,
I guess, yeah.
I do
people-
sometimes roll around in a wheelchair. I don't
That's a
need
great
it.
bit. Yeah, that's a great style choice.
Well, you say that, but people did have, like, you know, canes because they look cool.
That was the pimp culture.
Well, thank you for breaking down my
Yeah.
joke.
Well, I'm sorry, but
Nothing funnier than taking apart a joke.
I'm just trying to
Yes.
introduce some tidbits into
Right? No, I like it.
keep things
Well,
going.
actually, 1904 was the highest sale of canes in the country.
Well, when I was a teenager, I knew this big fat guy Justin that started walking with like a cane with a skull on it.
Hell yeah.
And then, yeah.
That's-
yes.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Does he still have it?
Well, people.
But it was spelled Jason with a Y.
Yeah, no, it was Justin, and
Oh, Justin.
it had a secret compartment that he would keep cigarettes in the cane.
Fuck yes.
But people made fun of him for it, obviously, because
But they didn't know about the cigarettes.
Yeah,
Obviously.
well,
they didn't know
they
about
didn't know that
the
it had a
Newports.
secret
how cool it
compartment.
actually was, yeah. But yeah, so they made fun of him for it. So then he was pretending like he actually needed the cane because he was so fat. And it's
Awesome.
like,
Well,
it was
that's
a
like
slippery
the scooter.
slope.
like that's better.
No,
like no.
Yeah.
I'm not a douchebag with terrible style. I'm medically obese and I cannot walk.
Yeah,
Well, you get those scooters, right? I think you get a discount on those scooters
yeah.
if you have like a medical. So they just have to call up and be like, "Well, what's your problem?" It's like I'm fat, and then they get
Shit, really?
Well, that's who those are for. You can't get a scooter. I mean, you could, but nobody's riding, or no able-bodied people are riding around those scooters.
Right. It's the scooter is for the able-bodied
Yeah.
fat person.
This is a non-ableist podcast.
Yes.
We're every other
Have you ever
kind
read
of ist.
the reviews about that movie, Me Before You or You Before Me or whatever?
Me,
it's
Myself, and
called?
Irene?
No, there's a movie that's come out
Which-
called You Before Me, and it's about a guy who is he's been in an accident now. He's paralyzed. I don't know, from the waist down or the neck down. I'm not sure, but some woman comes to take care of him, and of course they fall in love. But he's made a pact with himself or with his parents that he wants to kill himself, and his parents said, "Wait 6 months." Because that's what parents do when you want to kill yourself. They say, "You know what?
That's what parents do with, like,
Put a time
PlayStation.
clock on this."
They're like, I really want PlayStation. Wait 6 months.
So,
And then in summer, we'll get you PlayStation.
see how you feel. Why don't you wait until your brother kills himself and then see if you still want to do it? Then this woman, they fall in love, but then they still have to kind of check in on, so they do something fun together. I don't know what, like she
rolls
him through the sand. That would be hard, but and
probably
along the
like something with
beach.
parquet floors.
She sets his feet on fire. Is someone making bacon?
And then
Like,
then he
"Oh, I
has
love
to always
you."
be like, "We're in love." And
Yeah.
he's like, well, I'm still gonna kill myself. And
Yeah.
then it's like,
That would be awesome.
What
if
movie
he
is
steals
it? I don't know.
it's
that
called
movie.
You Before Me or Me Before You, but it gets like, it's been getting like really
Oh, it's
hilarious reviews and stuff
Oh,
because
okay.
it's a terrible idea for a movie
Yeah,
to be
that's-
like,
that's a
well, first of
terrible
all,
premise.
if you're handicapped, then
Yeah, it's
what else are you gonna do?
Right, kill
You're
yourself.
Going to kill
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
That's great. We should watch it. We should have a sister review podcast.
We should. Have you seen the remake of Rear Window with Christopher Reeves?
No.
It's really funny.
Really?
Because it's right after his I think it's the first movie he made after his accident.
Ooh.
They were
Oh,
like-
he's
So he tried to
playing in a
own it.
wheelchair and he really is in a wheelchair.
Oh yeah. Well, he's like completely fucked up.
Jesus
Because it was like I think it might have
Oh
been.
my
the-
God, it's kind of genius.
Yeah.
How could it not have worked?
Well, they were like, we need
Yeah.
to be able to put Christopher in a movie, and they're like, oh, perfect, we'll remake Rear Window.
Right. They just go
And-
through like their list of movies with handicapped people, and they're like, "Well,
Yeah.
there's only been one,
Yeah.
so I guess that's the one we'll do."
Yeah.
Now he could do the remake of You Before Me.
Right.
Yeah, he could be
Let's
in that.
reanimate him.
Well, at the end, he's like, the killer comes in, and
he
the
shoots him
struggle
with his
is,
laser eyes?
well, he just like disconnects his like breathing tube, and then Christopher Reeves shows off. They use the movie to show off Christopher Reeves' like newfound ability to swallow air into his lungs like a fish. He was, he
my
does this
God.
like, man, it's not going to translate on the podcast, but he does this weird like weird gross,
Yeah,
like
Filthy, disgusting.
but there's
thing.
like a guy
Yeah.
on set that's like Okay, he's really dying.
Yeah.
Like, and then to run in.
Wait,
just-
blink at us if you're
Just
dying.
dressed like an animal trainer.
Yes.
It's the polo shirt tucked into the khaki shorts.
Okay, that's enough.
I shot a commercial and they had like a specially trained dog that was this little dog like a lunchbox that had to like run in and then sit down or whatever. And of course, it was like a lesbian in the Blockbuster employee outfit that like took care of it.
But really, like, sometimes they're very, like, that's their power in life. And so they're very like, I've got to get this dog out.
Totally.
Yeah.
Get this dog
please.
in.
Yeah,
Excuse me, don't pet the dog. Thank you.
yeah.
That is all they have. That's everyone though. Everyone who's any manager of anything is always, I feel like, really flexes their power, whatever they have.
Do you guys think SeaWorld's going to come back from all the blackfish controversy? Do you think people are going to forget about that?
Oh.
I don't think so, actually.
No?
Well, my daughter wanted to go to SeaWorld, and of course I try not to do anything with my daughter. And so I just showed her the movie, and then she was like, I don't want to.
What are you gonna do when she wants to do something wholesome?
Well, she wanted to go camp this year. My daughter's 8 or something, and she never went to camp before because I'm virtually unemployed.
Right.
I mean, I'm a famous comedian, but that means nothing. So I signed her up for camp this year, and she wanted to go to robotics camp.
Oh, whoa! You got a nerd on your hands.
She's so dumb, and it's like, well, how is that going to help you in life? You know what I mean?
But that's-
like, don't you want to get good at like frisbee or something?
Robotics camp, that's for boys, though. You can't send
Well,
a girl
here's the
there.
thing: is that all the pictures show boys,
Oh,
but
really?
they have a class that's specifically for girls. Which normally I wouldn't be into this, but then I started to worry that she
home
wasn't going to
ec.
have friends. So I said, I'll just sign you up for the girls, but the girls is only 10 and up, so she has to go to the...
Gotta go in the boys' club. Break that glass ceiling.
I said, is it going to be okay if there's all boys? And she was like, yeah, we'll talk about Minecraft. She's pretty cool.
In
Minecraft
too.
is it's virtual Legos, right? That's
Basically,
essentially.
And you can like make them do shit. They like
You didn't think like Legos were nerdy enough. They're like, how can we get computers involved?
Well, because they go into each other's worlds, they're friends, and then they like... She's got like her phone on FaceTime, but they never see each other. They don't care about
they just-
seeing each other. And then they just sit the FaceTime phone there, and then they're yelling at each other while they're doing
interesting.
their in their other worlds.
I have a grown man friend that plays Minecraft. Do you know Blake Midget? Also,
Oh hell yeah!
one of
That's
the
his real last name?
Blake Midget.
I think you should change it to Little Person. Oh, no, it just doesn't feel right.
He's so lucky that he gets to say midget. Just like
Well, you can say it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean,
we're not going to pretend
will
like that's a
never.
slur anyone
Probably
can
in-
really do anything about.
You're not supposed to. You're supposed to say
Well, if
Little
they get on each
Person and
other's
then
shoulders.
whisper midget right
Yeah,
after.
yeah,
So
yeah.
everyone knows.
Uh,
That's a joke from my act. I'm a professional comedian.
you just you say it. You whisper like this with your hand under your mouth.
Yeah, right.
Instead of the side, you go to the bottom. I stepped over a midget one time when I was leaving a classroom in community college. He was sitting by the door.
He was not bent over or anything.
He was squatting.
He was
So he only had a clearance of like 2
Well,
feet.
this is I think like a teachable moment. I didn't know they could squat.
Well, yeah. I stepped over him
sorry.
completely.
They bend at the knee.
And I didn't realize how insulting that was until afterwards. To completely just walk over top of another human being.
Right. But you had to get somewhere. You're like, oh, I got another class. You didn't
Yeah.
mean it. You weren't intentionally being a dick.
Well,
He
maybe
was.
partially.
Yeah, you
I mean,
definitely were. There was
on
a
impulse,
clear
and then afterwards
hallway.
You
I
did
thought
put your
about it.
balls in his mouth.
I did. Well, that's part of walking over somebody. You know, just once you realize you can do that, you gotta fucking teabag him.
Mm-hmm.